Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be speaking about the 1892 Indian head cent, going over its values, the history, and thinking about the few of these coins that are going to be worth significantly more than the rest of them because of a small variety that's found, again, on just a few of them. So in the process of making the dies that strike the coins, there's some problems that occurred on a few of the coins, and the collectors are more after those. So this video, I'll show you where to look for on the coin, then we'll go to a PowerPoint presentation that's going to have some close-up photos of the error. It makes them worth a lot more money, which is fun. It's also fun to know what to treasure hunt for. Plus, I'll also be going over the values if there's no error. So stick around and I'll give you the full picture. So here we've got the 1892 Indian head cent. Now this one doesn't have the error, but it's more interesting because there is a few date varieties, like there's some repunchings in the 8, 1, 8, 9, and 2, or a few of those digits that you want to be on the lookout for, but there's also a significant one. It's the Scarface. It's just some really heavy die scratches, and it doesn't look like scratches into the coin. They're going to be raised. I'll tell you more about that with the photo and the values in the presentation, but it's called the Scarface variety, so I think that's pretty neat. Let me show you exactly what that looks like. And here's going to be our first variety, and it was actually pretty challenging to find any images for this, and this doesn't really show it that well, but the first repunch date, it's going to have a repunching of the 8 sort of right down there. You can kind of see a little raised bit, as well as a 2 sort of protruding out of the bottom right part of the 2. There was one auction I could find. It was for $400 in AU55. And, 1892 pennies, they're a little bit getting older, so maybe the reds and some of the coins are a little more expensive than some of the late 1900s that were really mass-produced, but it's not a rare coin. So outside of the varieties, you're probably looking at a $10 coin in AU55, maybe a $1 coin in pretty circulated condition, and then mid-state 64 red is like a $400 coin. That'll be a factor in the next slide after this. Like 64 browns maybe are like a little over $100. And this repunch date, you can see a little bit right there, and the 8 sort of peeking out in the side of that, as well as a little bit in the 9 here above. Normally, sometimes you can see more of an 8 protrusion and then that little tip in the 2, but VF20, again, $50, that's a big increase, so you want to look for it. AU55, $125, Mid-State 64 brown, $225, and that's not the biggest value multiplier, but it's certainly a nice coin to be searching for, especially if you've got other stuff going on. This is a really unique thing. It's the Scarface, or die scratches, just some really heavy die scratches that are going to be raised, and if you have it, you'll know it. Total wear all across sort of the neck, the face. I don't know. This is really, really cool and not seen too often, and that's reflected in the values. VF20 trading at about $150, AU55 $350. Mint-State 64 red, $750, so again, maybe the difference is like a double there in value, but that's still really significant. This one's more notable, so if it's there, it'll be tough to cherry pick them because people will have probably noticed them in the past, though maybe you get somebody who thinks that it's scratches or something, or as opposed to actually die scratches and a variety. But this one is cool, one of the more well-known Indian head cent varieties. These two also great, so you can always look on any 1892 coins for these different ones, and probably you want to be selling them in graded holders. Buy it now. You can do an auction, but they're not super liquid, not a ton of collectors, though Scarface, probably a few more people are going to be collecting, but just good to know that going into it. So yeah, not the coin to flip, more to find the right collector who's willing to pay up for, these are rare coins, so could be great to find. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated. I've also got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so you can follow me there. TreasureTownYT.com is the main channel website. Definitely give that a visit. I've got a lot of information about me up there and the channel. Coingrabbag.com as well currently redirects there, but it's some good opportunities for very fair grab bags, both made by me and other sellers. A lot of different options, so that's a good way to support. There's also treasuretowncoins.com. In the future, my coin dealing operation will be done out of that website. Coinmeltprice.com for updates on the melt prices of your coins, both US and world. A lot of resources in that website. And then coinsmetalscards.com being developed right now as a marketplace and news source for coins, metals, cards, and collectibles in general. So I'll see you on my future videos. Looking forward to seeing you there, and hope you have a good day.